An anime I checked out during the spring 2024 season was Girls Band Cry. And stop me if you've heard this before, it's about a group of girls who want to form a band. It's a common trope in anime, possibly bordering on its own genre at this point. Maybe call them K-on! Anyway, similar to Bocchi the Rock, which came out a couple of years ago, Girls Band Cry did some unique things to make itself stand out from big multimedia projects like Bang Dream or Love Live. Girls Band Cry, if you're unaware, is also a big multimedia project backed by Universal Music Japan, much like Bang Dream and D4DJ are Bushiroad projects, and Love Live being a Lantis multimedia project. While I enjoy aspects of those series, all those projects tend to treat their characters more like J-pop idols. They may have some eccentric personalities, but generally they display proper etiquette and maiden-like qualities. I won't be going into the ins and outs of how most J-pop idols are expected to act in front of cameras and fans, but there are times when the characters and stories can ring hollow and feel very corporate in these music project anime. An anime like Bocchi the Rock stood out with how it depicted Bocchi's social anxiety, using various animation styles. A character might be nervous about something in one of those other anime, but they don't struggle with full-on anxiety attacks. Where I find Girls Band Cry stands out compared to other multimedia projects is that it gives the characters traits and backgrounds that most big multimedia projects would shy away from. It makes the characters here in Girls Band Cry feel more grounded in reality compared to similar series and projects. Starting with Nina, the main character, she was bullied to the extent that she dropped out of high school and has now moved to Tokyo to form a band. She's also, especially in the beginning, hasty and quick to anger. Momoka is a bit of a drinker and is roommates with a guy. It's definitely something that wouldn't happen with a character in an anime like Love Live. Subaru is a character that would probably fit into the more typical music project anime series. A, she is still in school, and B, she tries to deal with the expectations set by her grandmother, who is a famous actress, which is fine for her character. Not every character needs a dark or tragic backstory just to be different from other music anime, which Girls Band Cry does lean a little heavier on with Tomo's character, who was neglected by her parents, and Rupa, whose mother was killed in an accident and faces discrimination for her South Asian heritage. Again, subject matter that most other big multimedia projects have shied away from, which is all a nice little wrinkle in a project like this, where characters in other projects can feel a bit sterile. However, it's important that there be character development for characters. Nina by far has the most, which makes sense as she is the main character. Momoka has a little bit as well. Subaru, Tomo, and Rupa don't have quite as much. The anime is geared more toward Nina and Momoka. It's no surprise they're going to get the bulk of the character focus and development. Also, if you haven't noticed by now, the CGI animation is excellent in this anime, taking the next step in quality past the most recent Bang Dream and D4DJ anime. The characters and settings are mostly 3D models, but stuff like characters' faces are usually animated in 2D for a better range of expression. My only nitpick is that sometimes the textures of clothes or other fabrics is almost too realistic, especially when the character's skin, faces, and hair are not as detailed. It's a fine balancing act that the anime sometimes tips past. Of course, you can't have a music-based anime without music. And the music and songs are pretty good here in Girls Band Cry. Again, if I have any nitpicks, and it's not a deal breaker whatsoever, but I think it would have been a nice touch if during the concerts and performance scenes, the anime used live versions of the songs. You get a bit of that in the practice sessions, but it's the studio version in all of the band's live performances. I understand why. It's essentially marketing for the singles and albums that fans of the anime or band can buy. But if the songs sounded more like a live performance, it would have been a pleasant little touch of realism in an anime that already does that with its characters. Unfortunately, there are no official streaming sources for Girls Band Cry in the US at the time of this video. That's a bit of a surprise regarding modern anime streaming services. Maybe it will come out sometime later, but my gut feeling on the reason it's not currently available is that it might be due to the licensing of the songs or lyrics, but that's just a guess. So if you are able to find Girls Band Cry, it's worth a watch, especially if you enjoy K-On! Likes, but are looking for something with a fresh take. This anime has characters with backgrounds and traits that other music multimedia projects usually don't cover, as well as featuring nice songs and some top-notch CGI animation. With all that said, what are your thoughts on Girls Band Cry? Let me know in the comments. You can help support the channel by becoming a member over on Patreon and get early access to videos. Or you can like the video and subscribe to show your support too. As always, I've been Anime Visor. Thanks for watching, and see you later. Bye bye.